Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Fitzman TV here, aka G-Lauren33, back today with another video on the channel for y'all, and we are talking WWE Evolution 2018. If you guys have been watching me on the Legit Shoot podcast, which is the wrestling podcast channel where we review Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, and most pay-per-views, with my boy Moose, you guys would know that I'm not even planning on watching Evolution, and it's a shame that I'm even saying that, because you guys know how big a wrestling fan I am. You guys know that I'm a huge women's wrestling fan. I'm a huge advocate for the women. I want to see them succeed, and this is a huge step. But there's a lot of political stuff that's going on, especially with this show, and I can't stand it. All right, this is not the way the show, this match card looks. This is not a show worthy to be called Evolution. It's really not. All right, from the main event all the way down, the whole match card is messed up in my opinion. All right, and basically this is just WWE playing, giving their favorites, the people that they love in the women's division, the spotlight, and in the real women wrestlers, they're just being thrown on the card just because. All right, you have a bunch of part timers on this card. You have a bunch of legends coming back on this card just because you think that's gonna bring more mainstream media to the WWE, right? And yes, in some situations, some of these legends deserve to be on this card, but some of the names that are on this card don't deserve to be here at all, and it makes me sick to see that WWE prioritizes legends, part timers, more than it values the superstars it has in this company today. You know, but I feel the need to give you guys a prediction video just because you guys need to be educated. All right, because if people, people like Ryan Satin and all those other people would be like, Evolution's gonna be great. To be honest, no, it's not. The only reason why we're getting Evolution is not because the women earn an all exclusive women's pay per view. The only reason why they're getting this is because WWE has not been able to get the woman to be able to perform in Saudi Arabia yet. They weren't allowed to perform for the Greatest Royal Rumble. They're not going to be allowed to perform in Crown Jewel. And then, as the years go by, there's going to be more events that the woman will not be allowed to participate in. So that's the only reason why they're getting Evolution in the first place, if we're being completely honest. So we're going to go to the card. This probably won't take too long. The reason why I did upload this on my wrestling podcast channel, because usually that's where we put longer shows, stuff like that. And to be honest, as I'm trying to load up the card as we speak, to be honest, I just don't see it. I really don't. I don't see the point, because this is gonna be a really quick video. I'm not gonna spend too much time. I'm gonna give you guys the match. I'm gonna tell you guys what I think is gonna happen, and so be it. So we're gonna start right at the top of the card. All right, we're gonna start with Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella for the Raw Women's Championship. First off, you guys know I'm a big Ronda Rousey fan. She's one of my favorites in the entire women's division. Everyone knows Sasha Banks is my favorite, but I understand. Look, sometimes the way Rousey's booked is not, it's not the best, but I could see why WWE makes some of the decisions with her. She is the biggest name in the entire women's division. She is one of the biggest names in the entire company. She's a huge draw. All right, so I understand why WWE gave her the title so early when they did at SummerSlam. Also, but the feel about it is Rousey's not bad in the ring. She's not. If she was able to have a good match with Nia Jax of all people, and anybody that watches me knows how much I can't stand Nia Jax. If she was able to have a good match with Nia Jax, imagine what she can do with Nikki Bella. And I'm not a Nikki Bella fan. I hate the Bella Twins. I hate everything they represent. All right, the Bella Twins represent everything that was wrong with the Divas era, and now they're just bringing that back to this era. But I'm not gonna lie, the way this match has been booked, they've done a okay to good job. If you guys have followed Nikki and Rousey on social media, the last 3 weeks they've been, roasting each other for 3 weeks now on social media, and going back and forth on Instagram posts, all this other good stuff. Nikki's talked about how she started this whole there would be no evolution. All right, that's see they came out with shirts saying that WWE Evolution is AKA Bellution. If it's called Bellution, then we should be watching the show at all. Nobody should be watching the show. I'm already not planning on watching Evolution. Don't get me started on this Bellution. You have Brie Bella, boss mode herself. She shouldn't be nowhere near a wrestling ring. All right, we don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like we have a good. All right, this Nikki Bella versus Rousey will be a decent match, but don't get it twisted. The only reason why this match is happening is because WWE is trying to get mainstream attention on itself. One, because it's an all-women's pay-per-view. Two, because you have Nikki Bella, who is a huge reality star now. All right, you see her. She's been on Dancing with the Stars. She has her wine company. She has that Birdie B stuff. She's a star of Total Bellas and Total Divas. She's a part timer. You know how mad it makes me reading that a part timer is headlining your first all women's pay per view just to get mainstream media. Because I'm saying right now, Rousey's gonna win. Rousey's staying undefeated most likely until WrestleMania next year, at least. So I don't see the only reason why they're bringing Nikki Bella is to get eyes on this match. I'm willing to bet the Bella Twins are probably gonna leave WWE television after this. They came back only for the Women's Royal Rumble. They came back for SummerSlam, and now they're back for Evolution. It seems like they only want to pop up when something big's going on for the women, so then they can get the spotlight on themselves. The Bella Twins are two of the most selfish women. And I know people are gonna be mad when they hear me saying that, but the truth has to be said. All right. So, Nikki Bella, yes, she's decent in the ring. I expect her and Rousey to be an okay match. All right, probably better than Nia Jackson Rousey did at Money in the Bank, which was a very surprising match. But don't get shifted. All right, there's no chance Nikki Bella's winning on Sunday. All right, Nikki hasn't done anything in the last 3 weeks to even prove that she can compete with Rousey. Rousey's gonna destroy both of them. I'm willing to bet at the end of the match you're gonna probably see, because we know Brie Bella will be out there as Nikki's manager, so probably Nikki and Brie are probably gonna try to pull that old twin magic trick. So, but I don't know how that would work. All right, because Brie significantly is much more smaller and skinnier than Nikki. So I don't see how that will work, but it's probably going to happen. But I'm going to say this right now, Rousey's going to win. All right? It's going to be a decent match, but I don't agree with it at all. Rousey should be defending the title in the main event against somebody like Sasha or Asuka or Ember or Bayley or Natalya. One of those names. Nobody else should be facing Rousey. All right? And the thing about it is, y'all might be wondering why I'm not screaming and yelling. It's because I've already ranted enough about this in the last couple weeks. Number 2, and to be honest, we only have 7 matches on this card. But number 2, we have Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair in a last woman standing match for the SmackDown Live Women's title. If you guys know me, I also love Becky Lynch. I'm a huge Becky Lynch fan. She's one of the best on the entire roster. In the last 2 years where she wasn't in the title picture, I couldn't stand it because I knew she deserved better. All right? At the beginning of this feud with Charlotte, those two probably had yes, definitely. Those two had probably the third best women's match all year on WWE television at Hell in a Cell. It was a great match. That Becky Lynch and Charlotte at Hell in a Cell was probably third behind Toni Storm and I can't say her name right. That Japanese superstar she faced in the Mae Young Classic last week, and that I put that match behind, which in my opinion is the best women's match all year. Sasha Banks and Asuka from the Raw after the Royal Rumble. But back to Becky and Charlotte. The beginning of this feud was great. They had that great match at Hell in a Cell. And I love this new attitude, Becky. I'm going to say this again. Becky Lynch is not a heel. She is not a heel, guys. Alright? If she's not getting booed, and she's been justified in all her actions, in my opinion, if she's not getting booed, why would people think she's a heel? If anybody's the heel, it's Charlotte. Charlotte's the one who's been getting booed out of the arena. WWE has been trying so hard, and I hate Road Dogg for this. Road Dogg be on Twitter saying, um, just cheer for whoever you want. There's no heels or faces. Get out of here with that, because it seems like every single time you turn around, you're trying to have Becky do something to turn her heel. What the fans won't let it, because the fans see right through you. The fans today are really smart, and they're not gonna stand here and um, just let you try and turn one of their fan favorites heel. Becky, everybody loves Becky. I don't think I've met somebody that doesn't like Becky Lynch. All right. The thing about it is, one of the matches that's rumored for Survivor Series, and so far I don't like this because it seems like WWE is going away from the SmackDown versus Raw approach, which I don't think is smart. But one of the matches rumored for Survivor Series is Charlotte Flair versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It would be a rematch of the match they had at WrestleMania. I hate it. I hate it. First of all, you're not gonna have Asuka beat Charlotte. If she couldn't get the job done at WrestleMania, why could she? Asuka's buried, in my opinion. It's simple as that. And that means after everything Becky Lynch has gone through, they get back into the title picture to win the championship. You're gonna take the title away from him just like that? Are you serious? Becky Lynch should hold that title all the way to WrestleMania and then lose it to Asuka. It should be Becky versus Asuka at WrestleMania. The way I would book it, I would have Becky win the woman. And the thing about it is, Charlotte Flair is already a 7-time champion. It makes me sick to hear myself say that. 7-time champion. If she's tied with Trish Stratus for most women's reigns all time. We know WWE is trying to make her the so-called greatest woman superstar of all time, but this is ridiculous. In 3 years on the main roster, 7 championships. And if she wins at Evolution on Sunday, that'll be number 8 in 3 years. That's ridiculous. That's almost 3 title reigns per year. No. That makes me sick. All right? But, hopefully Becky wins. But I would not, and most likely, if I had to make a prediction, Charlotte's going to win. Just because it's the first women's pay-per-view, of course we're going to have Charlotte Flair win. All right, we're also gonna have her be the one. She won the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match against Sasha, right? So what now? Let's put another accolade on her record. Won the first ever last woman standing match. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm hoping Becky wins, but it looks like it's gonna be Charlotte Flair. And if it does, you guys will get a rant from me, even though it's expected. It makes me sick. But number 3, we have, for the NXT Women's title, Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I got to go with Kairi Sane. That's because she is the star of the women. She is the face of that women's division. Alright? She just has that Asuka mentality when I see her. I love Kairi Sane. She's one of my favorites. Alright? I don't see why. I feel like Shayna Baszler, don't be surprised if she gets called up the night after Evolution, or she gets called up around Survivor Series time. All right, Baszler's done everything she could. She's been a women's title. She's been a women's champion already. I think it's time for her to move up. I could definitely see her going up the Raw, and oh my gosh, Sasha Banks versus Shayna Baszler. Woo! I would love to see that match. But I definitely see her, losing this match to Kairi. I don't see Kairi losing that championship anytime soon. I kind of want to see Kairi Sane versus Toni Storm down the line. But, we'll get to that in just a sec. But I have Kairi Sane winning. Yeah, it's going to be a good match. I don't have too much to say about it, because we already seen this match at TakeOver. This is just a rematch. But I think Kairi Sane's going to win. That's my thoughts. Mae Young Classic Finals, Shirley versus Toni Storm. I gotta go with Toni Storm. She has that underdog story. After she won last week on the Mae Young Classic to advance to the finals, she was my pick. To see what she was able to do, man, she's a future women's champion. She has the potential. If she stays healthy, because she does have a small build, but she is strong. So I can definitely see her being a future women's champion. I definitely think WWE's going to keep this, this underdog story they've been building with her and have her win at Evolution. And definitely down the line, I could see her potentially being the one to take the NXT Women's title off of Kairi Sane. So I'm going with Toni Storm. Number 5, and I still can't stand that we're getting this match, but Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. You guys know, if you guys watch the Legit Shoot, and you guys watch me and my boy Moose, you guys know we can't stand Alexa Bliss. We can't stand her at all. The fact that we're getting this match, the fact that they false advertised Alexa Bliss versus Trish Stratus to sell tickets. Alright? When this match was announced at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn in August, this was never intended to be the match. They always intended this to be a tag team match. They announced it at TakeOver Brooklyn to sell tickets. Tickets! It makes me sick to my stomach that the fact that you have Sasha Banks, who said she wanted to face Trish Stratus. That's her dream match. Alright? Or she would love to have her and Bayley go up against Trish Stratus and Lita, which should be the match, to be honest, at Evolution. It's either be Sasha Banks versus Trish Stratus or Sasha and Bayley against Trish and Lita. But instead we're getting Alexa Bliss, who we don't even know her condition because rumors said Alexa Bliss suffered concussion at a live event against Ronda Rousey last week. And we already knew she was dealing with an arm injury. That's why she hasn't been wrestling on TV. So what is Alexa Bliss going to do with this match? Do a couple stops, do a little kick, do a little bit of taunting, that's it? This is probably going to be the worst match on the entire card. And I love Trish Stratus. I love Lita. One of the greatest women's rivalries of all time. They when you talk about pioneers, they set the path for Sasha Banks and Bayley and Asuka and Ember for all of them to rise up. It was them. It wasn't the Bellas. It wasn't all these other divas like Kelly and all these other ones from the Divas era. No, it was people like Trish Stratus and Lita that set the path for today's current stars. But I still can't believe we're in this, man. Mickie James, I'm okay. I don't have a problem with Mickie James, even though I think Mickie James should be in the Battle Royal, but still, this is probably gonna be the worst match of this card. All right. I don't even want to talk about it because it still makes me sick that it's still just reading that this match is going on. It just nauseating in my opinion. I'm willing to bet they're probably gonna put this match close to the main event just because WWE they love Alexa Bliss so much, and I don't understand why. I really don't. 6, we got. And if you guys didn't see, I did a rant earlier this week on this match, so I'm not going to say too much on it. You guys know, I believe Sasha Banks is the best female wrestler in the world. She should be main eventing Evolution with Ronda Rousey. Or going up against Bayley. There's about 1,000 different matches I could have Sasha Banks main eventing Evolution. Alright? But the fact that and I know part of this is because she was injured. Alright, she had a concussion, she had some mental stuff and a back injury, etc., etc. But still, Sasha Banks and Bayley and Natalya versus the Riot Squad. I can't stand this because we've seen Sasha Banks. It gets me mad just thinking about it. We've seen Sasha Banks and Bayley go up against the Riot Squad 1,000,000 times already. They do it at house shows. They've done it on Monday Night Raws. I think they've done it at a pre-show. Sasha Banks has barely been on pay-per-view since WrestleMania. And now we're going to get this match at the first ever All-Women pay-per-view. Sasha Banks and Bayley deserve so much better, especially Sasha. I don't see what they can do with the Riot Squad that they haven't done already. I hope Sasha will do something to get people's eyes, hopefully not kill herself. I don't know. Somebody texted me saying, "Oh, what if Sasha Banks turns heel and then make herself the leader of the Riot Squad?" I don't want to see that. I wouldn't mind Sasha Banks turning heel, but I don't want to see her leading the Riot Squad. I think Sasha and Bayley and Natalya will win this match, but I don't have much care. Also, I didn't say my prediction for Trish Stratus. I think Trish Stratus and Lita will easily beat Mickie James and Alexa Bliss, so let's get it out of the way. 7th, the Battle Royale. So this is just, and I predicted this months ago, this match is just to get all the other women who don't have matches on Evolution on the card. All right. The fact that people like Ember Moon and Asuka are booked in this match, they are the favorites. They are the favorites. All right, they've been trying to build, Nia Jackson, Tamina up as favorite for this match, but the real favorites are Ember and Asuka. All right, in my opinion, Asuka and Ember had the second greatest women's match of all time at Takeover Brooklyn last year. All right, but I'm just gonna say I would love to see Ember Moon win, just because I would love to see Ember versus Ronda Rousey. But in my prediction, it's gonna be Asuka. And we all know what was the last time? What was the last time Asuka won a Royal, over the top Rumble match? Remember Women's Royal Rumble, the first ever one at the Royal Rumble back this January. What happened? She lost to Charlotte, lost her undefeated streak to Charlotte at WrestleMania. All right, Asuka, and I already talked to you guys earlier. Right now, it's being rumored that we're gonna get Charlotte versus Asuka again at Survivor Series. How does that happen? Charlotte beats Becky, because this is probably the end of the Becky Charlotte feud, and then after that, Survivor Series, Asuka wins the Battle Royal, and that's how we get that match for Survivor Series. So I think that's what's gonna happen, even though I don't want to see it because it's not gonna do anything for Asuka in the long run. But that's it. There's your Evolution 2018 predictions. Once again, not excited for this show at all. Alright, I'm not even planning on watching it. I'll go back and watch it if there's something memorable, but I doubt. Alright, but we'll have to wait and see. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my wrestling podcast channel. We probably, if something happens, if I end up watching the show, which probably won't happen, alright, maybe I'll do a review. Let me guys know if you guys want that. So I'll put a like on this video if you guys want a review. But, hope you guys enjoyed the video once again. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, guys. Peace.